Welcome back, everybody, to Matt's Solo Adventures. Today we're taking a look at the solo mode for the Lost Ruins of Arnak. Now, before we get any further, I am going to say, first off, let me close this blind here so I don't get too much interference with the way the video looks. Secondly, it's still recovering from a bit of losing my voice, so I'll do my best here. We are also filming a very large game. People are commenting, I think it was of Everdell. Why are you filming this way? Because if I film the other way, I don't know what it is, portrait or landscape, I get them confused. Then what tends to happen is if you go full screen on YouTube, you get a really weird look. So I'm trying to do as much, I guess landscape is the word I'm looking for, as I can. So here we are. I will be zooming in every now and then or holding stuff up because there's so much happening on the board. And Lost Ruins of Arnak, there's a lot going on in the game. Thankfully, CGE published these very good player aids. So all the symbology is here that you're going to need to know. And everything you can do on your turn is here. Now, the object of the game is to get the most points. And there are a bunch of different stuff you can do here. This is a deck building game at its core, but it's also track climbing over here. It's resource management. It's just trying to create the best situation for yourself that you can. Well, the first few rounds might go by fairly quickly. I did play the solo for this years ago. I don't quite remember how to play the solo mode, which is why I have the rules out with me. Because remember, each of these games that I'm playing solo, you're kind of learning with me. I think it's just better that way. But anyway. So, on your turn, you're going to have 5 cards to start with. You have a deck of 6. This is, once again, I think I said this in the prep video for this week, the base game of Lost Ruins of Arnak. We own Expedition Leaders. We haven't played it yet. So, on your turn, there's a number of things you can do. First off, I should say, you may perform any number of free actions. Okay, as long as it has that lightning bolt there. You get to do 1 action on your turn. You can dig at a site, which are these right here. You can discover a new site. Dig at a site. Use these down there or something that's been discovered. Because then it's discover a new site, which is all out there. And to do that, you need to, let me see if I can zoom in well on this without making people sick. You need to spend a card that has this symbol, plus spend 3 compasses on that. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna actually focus in on that portion there because that's really all you need to see. You don't need to see these resources down here or the piles of stuff. After you go and discover a new site, you're gonna take a tile, you're gonna flip it, and you're gonna get the bonus. But then you have to put a guardian out. That guardian needs to be overcome, which is the next action you can take, which is overcome a guardian, and you'll spend resources the guardian needs. That guardian will either give you an immediate bonus, an ongoing bonus, or a one-time use bonus. Either way, they're worth 5 points. You can buy an item, so up at the top. See if I can make this work without flying all over the place. Up at the top, we have the card row. The ones on the right of the moon staff, which is this right here, are items. To the left are artifacts. When you buy an item, alright, you put it on the bottom of your deck. When you buy an artifact, you use the effect for free, because you usually have to pay to use it. And then it goes into discard. Okay. Alright. You can also play a card. You may also research, which is using this track over here. You must research with your magnifying glass before your book. Theme-wise, you're looking into it, and then you're writing it. And then the last thing you can do is pass. If you pass, you can do nothing else for the rest of the round. And yes, I will be drinking water, so if you want to put in the comments, I heard at minute 4, second 50, I heard you swallow. Good for you. It's just to keep my voice from cracking even further. So there's a lot going on here in the solo mode, and it's really only 2 pages, but this is a fairly large-sized rule book. So we've done the setup the way it says. There is a kind of like a machine-style stack of tiles there that we're going to use. We are the second player, which is why we start with a gold and a compass. Let me get my 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So on their turn, and in all the rounds, they're the starting player, so there's no use in trying to figure out if you're going to be first. They're always the starting player. So they're going to turn over the top action tile, which is this. Okay. This is a tile, and I look down at the book here to see what it is, and then place it beside the action stack. I guess I should do this. By the way, they always have the other 3 colors. So this is to get a sight. So you look at the resource. And digging at a site, remember, is something that has been discovered. So something that wants me to put them down on a place that would give that resource. And the only place right now is this one, because that would have given me 2 compasses. I will be putting them face down because when they stand, they don't show up as well on the board. But you kind of see it. You see it better if he's like that. Also, it's just a setup like it's a 2-player game. You have all these little things blocking the spots per 2-player game, and that's just to keep things a bit more streamlined. And then you resolve the action. Once that's then it's over to me. What did I draw? I didn't draw a great hand because I got both my fears in there. So I drew an exploration, 2 fears, and a fundraising. Now, as you remember, anything with a lightning bolt can be a free action, so I could spend these 2 exploration right away to get more compasses. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to see if I can figure something out that'll make all of this worthwhile. When you go down to these dig at a site actions, you'll notice that there's a boot. Boot is basically anything. You have the hierarchy here for where you can travel. I can spend any one of those 3 icons on my card to go to a boot location. And just so I've got it here, because I'm looking at research, I'm going to do... Well, let's do it this way mainly, because let's put fear, because it has a boot, and I'm going to choose that to get an arrowhead, because I always seem to need an arrowhead in this game, and I never have it. And I'm going to put my resources here. Alright, so that's my turn. Go to that. So now the next person is going to go down and dig at a site that would give that resource. This one doesn't automatically give that resource. You need to discard a card to do it. But it would give it. So that's where it has to go. Alright. So for my my next turn, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend these 2. And the reason I'm doing it, because first off, that's a free action. And I'll get 2 of these tokens. Because what I'm then going to do is spend this card, which is a car, and I'm going to go to one of these 4 spots and spend the 3. So I'm going to look at the bonus first of the idol. So 2 of them give me a gold. 1 lets me exile a card, except from my play area or my hand. And this one lets me refresh one of my assistants. I don't have any assistants yet because I haven't gone up enough on the research track. So I'm going to spend that card, and I'm actually going to go here. Not a big fan of those fear cards. First thing first, I spend the 3 exploration tokens. Take this idol, and its bonus goes there for now. We'll talk a bit more about why in just a second. And then the last card I have in my hand is a fear card. So I'm just going to put that back in the pile. All right. So, now what do I do? This is a level 1. How do I know that? Because right there, it says level 1. Okay? So I'm going to go to the level 1 stack of locations, take the top one, and I'm going to flip it over. Alright. And it gets put right there. And I take the bonus that is there. So that's a gold and 2 tablets. My plan, by the way, is to prime these white and then do a contrast paint which one works great? Aragos Dunes works out great for stuff like this. No, wait, no. Skeleton Horde. Skeleton Horde, because, and I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent here. This was Contrast Skeleton Horde for Star Wars Legion, and I thought that came out really nice. And I did a dry brush, but still. Anyway, so I get 2 of those tablets. Then I flip over the first monster. Now I could use an action later on and spend 2 exploration tokens and a spearhead to get to clear that monster. The monster would give me a bonus of a boat, so if I wanted to use that later, I could. So that is my action. So they'll go where there is a spearhead. Now there's nothing that can be done there. So what happens when you can't go to a spot? So if there were multiple of those spaces, it would have a preference. But I'm trying to find the statement here. Let's see. We're looking at the dig out of sight, which is this one right here. Look for a site offering that resource and put a rival archaeologist on that space. Your rival does nothing. Okay. It does say that they're going to flip all 10 of their tiles, so we'll see what happens there. Now, I don't have any more workers, but there's still some stuff I can do. Let's see here. I can always buy a card. There's some interesting stuff going on up there. I will say that the spaces surrounding the Moonstaff are going to get discarded at the end of the round, so I might want to consider that. But right now I only have 2 pieces of gold. And really the best thing that I'm looking at is I'm going to spend 1 gold, and I'm going to get this trowel. Why? Because I can spend an exploration token to get a heart. Well, it's a heart stone, I guess. I don't know what they call it. Looks like a piece of Jolly Rancher candy to me. Alright, these all slide down. What do we get? Boop. Accidentally flipped over too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, so I'll just walk around the next time. So that was my action. Okay, so now we have this, which is buy an artifact. So you just, as you may have guessed, this is just like buying an item. So with buying an item, it's the lowest point value. The interesting thing about the artifact is, well, there's the only one option there for them. Okay, and I'm just going to put it there for them. I don't think it really does anything, and then it just refills. Alright, so I still have some stuff I can do. There's another card up there that's worth 1. But I could also do something that I could call it slotting the idol, which is a free action. Now, I'm going to use another player board to show you. There are 4 spots here for idols. Idols are worth 3 points at the end of the game. And then you have these points that you get at the end of the game. Or you could choose to take an idol that you've gained, flip it over, and put it in the slot, and then you get any one of these free actions, which is spend a coin, you get a heart, get an arrowhead, get 2 tablets, a coin, and an exploration token, or gain a card. Now, what would I be able to do if I could gain that? The answer is not much now, but what I could do is research. I would need an exploration token to do it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slot the idol there, and I'm going to get a coin and an exploration token. Alright, and then they go. Alright, so now, this is Discover a New Site, which is up here. Okay? Alright, first narrow the choices down to 1 row among the 1 sites given the preference. Okay. So then use the decision arrow to choose left or right. So So in round 1, that's what this is. So in round 1, it's a level 1 site, and it's going to get a guardian. Okay. So we take him, and according to give preference to the bottom row. And then use the decision arrow to choose left or right. The decision arrow is pointing that way. So this is out. Or just put it right here. It's a level 1 site. Do I have that supposed to have that? Is there an opposite side to this? There is. I'm sorry, everybody. So that there. And to the side. To your rival's board. So let's see. It was this one. So if they get another one like that, it's -1 points for me. And then they get the Guardian, which can be overcome with a plane and a spearhead. Okay, that's them. Do they get the stuff too? I assume they don't, because they don't really do anything with it. Okay. I'll spend my arrowhead and my exploration token to go up here on that. Because it's my magnifying glass, I look over to the side, and the bonus is to gain a coin. All right. See what they do. This is overcoming a guardian. So they just overcome this guardian because it is at that board. And then if your rival has no archaeologist on the site. Okay, so that's basically it. That's their turn. They overcame the guardian. Okay. I am actually going to spend all 3 of my coins. It might be a bit too much, but I do want this automobile. Okay. All right. And they get to go. This is research. So then they're going to go to the next row. Yeah, the decision arrow said it would have gone that way. There's no bonus tile there, so we don't remove it. And then it says to take the topmost from that and use the decision arrow. So it's going to be this guy. All right. So it's my turn. There's really nothing left I can do. So I am going to pass. I do not have everything that I could use to basically overcome anything. I can't buy an artifact. I only have tablets. So yes, I'm going to end up passing here. So now it goes back to them. They will always activate their tiles. So he's going to go there. Then they're going to go down to the gold. And then they're going to buy an item. The lowest point value. So we're not talking about gold. We're talking about points. And it says the decision arrow, I guess, would be all the way to the right. So that would be this card. All right. I assume that's how it goes. I'm going to check in just a second. Either way, the sea turtle comes out. Tile at the bottom. So, yeah, that actually would have been not you, but the binoculars. You take the one that was on the very bottom, which was the one that was pointing all the way that way. So that's one round. So, first things first, I'm playing as blue. I will take a fear card for each place that I'm at that has a guardian, so that's 1. So I spent all that time and energy getting rid of my fear cards. Coming back. This gets shuffled. So then we return all the people. Okay. Shuffle all your cards in your play area. And then they go to the bottom of the deck. If I had any assistants, they'd be refreshed. These 2 cards are exiled from the game. They go right there. This moves over. All right. And you draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're always first player, so I never have to worry about remembering who's got it. Okay. So this is Overcome a Guardian. Okay. So when there is no Guardian for the rival to overcome, it researches instead, but does not take an assistant. So it's just going to go up the only way it can because of the way it went up the first time. And that's their turn. All right, what do I got? Anything that's a free action that would help me out. Okay. Wouldn't be bad to explore again, but yeah, let's play this as a free action. It gives me 2 explore tokens. And yeah, let's do another free action with an explore token. Spend those with, I want to do boat, or do I want to do that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this as a boat icon to move you here. I'm going to take this one and exile a card. Put that fear back. I get this, which gives me a tablet and an arrowhead. Excuse me. And then the monster that comes out is exploration token, arrowhead, and oh, that symbol is to discard a card. Use up a card. And I ignore everything around it. So that one I might be able to do, which is not a bad thing because I don't want it to take any more fear cards. And then it would let me draw a card. All right. They're going to go dig at a site. It's got that. Yeah, let me go ahead and just overcome that Guardian now since I have everything, and I'll just... Oh, what do I want to use that up? That's not a bad card. I can't do that anyway. You know why? Because I was supposed to put these away. I used those up when I moved there. So what I'm going to do... Yep, I'm just going to do it because I don't want to take that fear card. I'm going to slot that, gain a gold, and an exploration token. Use the exploration token... an arrowhead, use up this card to get rid of this Guardian, which gives me an immediate bonus of drawing a card. Or I could use it as a free action, but I'm just going to do it now. And I got that. Could have been a lot worse. Okay. Research for them. They're going to go up, and they're going to gain from the highest stack all the way over. Okay. Alright, what do I want to do? I could use this guy. Did I get myself stuck? Possibly. Since I possibly got myself stuck, I'm just going to bide my time, see what happens. Spend a gold to get this gold pan. Everything shifts down. Okay. Let me get a drink, everybody. Excuse me. Buying an artifact, and it's always the lowest point value. So, this one here. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I need stuff. That's not. I mean, yeah. Like, what a statement, right? I need stuff. Really wish I could pick that back up, but I'm not able to. Can't overcome. Can't buy an item. Buy an artifact. Can't even do that. Play a card. Because all the artifacts are expensive right now. So I will play this to get myself an exploration token. But that's a free action, however. Is it going to be a bad move? Probably, because I'm the one doing it. So I am going to have to just pass at this point, because there's very little else I can do. Alright. They go where there's tablets, where there's gold. They discover a site, so it's round 2. It's still level 1 and as furthest over as they can, but no guardian. All right. There's a heart. Buying an item at the least point value, close to this way. Okay. I'll have to go around. I have to go around. And then the last one is down with compasses. Alright. Okay, so first things first, return all the people. Hoping I do better next round. Ooh, that was rough. I don't get any fear because I did not end with a guardian. Shuffle all the cards in your play area. I don't have any assistance to refresh. Oh, I tried. I was hoping maybe I get an arrowhead somehow. But probably should have thought about that whole thing a little bit better. Alright, we exile these 2 cards. You know, I had sleeved this game when it came out because there were so few copies of it everywhere. I knew everyone was going to want to play it, but sometimes trying to do it like this, it's rough, man. Alright, that's already filled. Drop the 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shuffle their pile. And we're on to round 3. I remember when I played this solo the last time, I did enjoy it. But, this also had come out the same approximate time as Dune Imperium, which I also played solo and really enjoyed. But I wasn't really into solo gaming yet, so gotta say I'm enjoying this one. Alright, so they're first. Research. And they're gonna go all the way over there according to their token. And I do apologize. These get removed from the game because they got there first. Excuse me. The question is, I think they flip over. Nope, they just keep taking assistance. And topmost assistance from the highest stack. Yep, okay. Alright. Alright, so I have to think about this smart. That's not my strong suit, but I'm going to think about it smart. I'm going to play this sphere card. And go here, get an arrowhead. The reason I want to do that is because of I want to go up on that track and get an assistant. So they can overcome a guardian, but because there is nowhere where they have a person, they're just going to move up on the research track. So now I'm going to research my exploration token and my arrowhead. And I'm going to move my book up, and I'm going to take an assistant. I'm always seemingly out of arrowheads, so I'm going to take that one. For this one, it's spend a gold to get an arrowhead, and when I advance further up, I flip it over, and it's spend a gold to get an arrowhead or a jungle heart. So that's that turn there. Go for the gold. All right. I like those styles. Nice and easy. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Looking at research, tell you what, I'm going to do this for a free action to gain a gold. I will then do this as a free action because it's using my assistant. Spend that gold to gain an arrowhead, and I will research again with the arrowhead and the tablet to go up here. And then the bonus for moving that up is to get an exploration token. Their turn. All right. Go in there. Furthest over, and that's actually this one. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to spend this. Yes, because then I can get another assistant. So in that, I'm going to take this exploration token and turn it in for a jungle heart. They are going to buy an artifact, lowest point value because I'm playing green, and closest to the edge there. I will research now with my jungle heart to move my book up this way, and I can exile a card from my hand or play area, and that'll be this fear card. This fear is -1. Excuse me. And because I moved the book up there, I got another assistant. I'm going to take this guy, so he just gives me money. All right. So it's round 3. They're going to do a level 1 bottom row preference. So they're going to take this golden idol here with this. And we'll put a person down there with a monster, or guardian, I should say. Okay. I have some options that I can do. I can do this one, which just gives me 2 gold. Which is something that my... Let me see, wait, do I want to play it that way? I'll just use my assistant as a free action, because I want to think about yes. So I'm sorry, let me go back. I am going to play this for 2 more gold. The reason being is I will spend, because those are all free actions, because I can now spend 3 to get the sea turtle, and that goes to the bottom of my deck. They're going to buy the lowest point item to the left, which is the watch. All right, looking at the research track, I would need an arrowhead for the next level. That's not a problem for me, at least in the long run. Right now, I don't have much I can do. Can play this to get that, or I could play this to go and do that, because then I might be able to head out on an expedition for the next round. Okay, AI, so it's gonna go there, right? Yeah, because furthest to the right. I think I have to pass, which is fine. It's better than I've done in previous rounds. Tablets, and then hearts. Okay, not a bad round. Okay, return all the people. Take you 2. Shuffle your cards in the play area, put them on the bottom of the deck. Refresh my assistants, and then this card is out. This card. Okay. Shuffle the opponent's pile. All right. That over a little bit. Okay. How are we doing on time? Doing pretty good. Take a sip here. Okay. Get my 5 cards, and then we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their first action is going to be to take the lowest value points. Okay. All right. What do I have here? I have some stuff. So I could play this for free. And then I'm going to play the sea turtle as an action, which lets me draw a card. And it lets me go out there for a discount of 1 boat. And I assume that's just dig at a site. Yep, dig at a site. So it's got to be somewhere that's already got something. Best I can do is this one, because I'm looking at that research track. And that's going to cost me 3 exploration tokens. And I get a tablet and an arrowhead. Alright, it's my turn. Off to where the tablets are. Okay, so I'll research. So it's 2 tablets and an arrowhead. And the magnifying glass has to go up first. And that is an exploration token as a bonus. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to need some more tablets soon. But, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this automobile for 2 exploration tokens. Then I'm skipping over their turns. Alright. Sorry. When I get a good idea of what I finally want to do in this game, they're taking the sundial. I get really excited. So I will discard the automobile as a free action, and then would I be able to do that? I'm thinking about would I be able to overcome a guardian. Probably not. I could get the money. No, I could, but I'd end up taking a fear card. And you know what? That's not the end of the world. So use that as the car symbol to take a fear card, a tablet, and a heart stone. Jungle heart. I don't know what it is. And those are the 3 here. Their turn. And they're going to go over there. Or do they go there? Higher row. So you actually went here. Sorry about that, everybody. Like I said, it's been a while since I played the solo mode. I'm so used to these being the standards. Okay, so I want to overcome this guardian. The first thing I've got to do is use this guy, which gets me 2 coins, and that's a free action. Then I'm going to use my other assistant, and I get to turn in this coin, get an arrowhead, and now my action will be to overcome the guardian with 2 coins and an arrowhead. And that guardian gives me a car. Alright. Their action. It's round 4, so they're going to do a 2. They're going to take it from over here. Now with the idols, the face downs go automatically there, and that one goes there. Okay. And they get a little 2, and there's no guardian up there. Okay, so I have 2 cards left. And I'm looking at the research track, thinking about how I'd want to handle this for the next round. I do have a Heartstone and that. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to research with my tablet and my Heartstone. And I'm going to move this up, and I get to exile a card in my play area, which is the fear that I just got. And I get an exploration token because my thing went that far up. Their turn. They get to go with the one that has exploration. Okay. So yes, I do apologize that I've been doing that wrong. I might put a little note at the beginning of this video saying, watch all the way to the end before you correct me, which should be my new slogan. Okay, so I'm going to discard this on my turn to get this. I'm going to spend these 2 tokens to snag this stone jar up here. Now remember, when you buy an artifact, I use its effect for free. Otherwise, you need to spend a tablet to do it, right there. So I get to draw a card. Their turn. So arrowheads, now it goes all the way down there. What did I end up drawing? Ah, okay. So, well, of course I don't have one. Let's go ahead and gain a gold. And I do believe, yeah, my voice cracking, isn't that nice? You do not have to discard your whole hand at the end of a round. Can be discarded. Alright, so you don't have to discard your hand for the next round, because I do like this card here where I could get a jungle heart, especially with the way that looks for the research track. So I think I'm going to pass. Yeah, so they finish up their stuff. Their research. They're going this way. Take this, and we'll take from this stack. And then the last thing they get to do is overcome a guardian. Here's where they have it. So they'll overcome that guardian. Okay. Alright. So this will be... Oop, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. This will be the last round. Take everybody back. And then I didn't have any guardians at my locations. Shuffle all my cards in my play area. Excuse me. Refresh my assistants. It goes over. These guys go all the way down. All right. And I draw up to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They're first. Overcome a guardian. They can't, so they will research, moving in that direction. So I will trowel. I will not trowel. Get this as a free action. Get an exploration token. Then use my trowel to get the heartstone. Alright. All the way up there. I will research with my coin. Heartstone goes up and I get an exploration token in response to that. They research, but they don't do anything because it's round 5, and you'll notice the very bottom of these tokens has a little X for round 5. Okay. So I have a lot of money coming my way. What can I do with it is the big question. I'm not going to have enough exploration tokens to go traveling. But what I will be able to do, I can get some stuff moving. I'm going to use this to go here and get that. All right, round 5, no new sites are discovered by the AI. Okay, so over to me again. I'm going to use this for you to here and get 2 tablets. Okay. On the heart, jungle hearts, furthest to the right, that'll be that one. All right, I'm going to research for an arrowhead and 2 tablets. Now the question is, I have 2 options to me. I can advance my magnifying glass, another one, which would give me 12 points at the end of the game. Or I can advance my book, which would give me 2. And I'm going to do the 12 because that's going to give me more in the end. So I got to draw a card with that bonus, which actually worked out for me in the long run. Well, not really, because I don't have another worker. But it lets me draw another card from the side bonus. All right. I might be able to get some artifacts at least. There you go, 2 coins. There you go. So I'm going to play this as a free action to get 2 exploration tokens, and let's see what we have for artifacts up there. Tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend all 3 of them for the passage shell, which allows me to dig at a site onto a camp, which is the stuff down at the bottom, for free, and may activate it twice instead of once. Oh, wait a second. Do I have to actually have a person there? Probably. Yep, so forget it. Let's instead gain this decorated horn. I'll gain 1 token back. Exchange one of your assistants with 1 on the supply board. Exchange you with you. Okay. There's a reason for that. Exploration tokens. All right. I'm going to play the gold pan for 2 gold coins, and then for free, and then spend those 2 gold coins for this grappling hook. All right, lowest point artifact all the way to the right, which is that passage shell. Okay. I'll play this to get a gold coin, then activate him to get 2. All right, and then, those are all free actions. Spend 2 to get the rope. At this point, I'm fishing for points, because I don't want to have to pass with them having more options. Goes there. Use her to get an exploration token. Oh, poo. I thought I had some more time there. Yep, I'm going to have to pass. That's that. All right. And then they get the item. All right. All right, let's take a look at the score pad. Here's a game Jen and I played. As you can see, she trounced me. So the R for rival, M for me. Okay, so the rival scores points for the position of the magnifying glass. All right, so 16 points. For temple tiles. That's not the idols, are they? Temple tiles? Idle tiles. Temple tiles. Those are guardians. What's a temple tile? For guardians overcome. Okay, so for that I can give them 10 points. Oh, temple tiles. Gotcha. No, we didn't have any of those. Those are those way up there on that. And cards purchased. So their deck, which is going to be the little points at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. They score 3 points for each unique of the idols here, so 12 points. And then the face downs are only 2 each, so that's 14 points. So that gives them 50 points. I doubt I beat that. That's just how it goes. Alright. So I've got 13 points combined on the research track. I have no temple tiles. I have 6, 9, 13 points from idols. So that's 26. Alright. I have 2 overcome guardians at 10. So that's 36. And then my deck, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have no fear cards, I believe. No, I do not have any fear cards. Alright. 50 to 47. So, not too much of a difference. I don't feel too terrible about my loss. You know I'm going to lose these games. I don't think I'm aggressive enough when it comes to solo gaming. So that's the Lost Ruins of Arnak. Really neat. There's also a solo campaign, and I think there's even an app that goes along with that now. So just an idea of the game here. It's a critical darling. It's won tons of awards, and you'll get more of my thoughts on it when we do the review video. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.